Hello, my friends. Jerry Rosa here in the Rosa String Works Workshop, and this is the rest of them. We'll try to tell you everybody's name as we do their songs as we go along. My goodness, look how many comments we've got already before we even go live. That's a lot of comments. So, looking good. Glad you're all here to join with us. We're going to do mostly requests tonight. I learned a couple of new tunes today just because you asked, and we're teaching them to the band on the fly and everything. So everything's brand new to everybody. So here we go. We're going to start off with Albert Brumley tune, I'd Rather Live by the Side of the Road. There are people who would rather live in mansions, people who would rather live alone, people who would trade God's promise for the glories of home. There are people who would rather live in splendor than brag about the silver and their gold. But I'd rather have a little log cabin by the side of the road. I'd rather live by the side of the road and try to point souls to the blessed abode than to be a king or a millionaire and live in a mansion in bright array. I'd rather do a neighborly deed for a traveler here or a friend in need. I'd rather live by the side of the road and help some pilgrim along life's way. The pilgrimage of men is passing by and help to point some soul to Jesus in that city on high. Every day I want to help scatter roses. Every night I want my lamp to shine abroad with a welcome from a little bay window by the side of the road. I'd rather live by the side of the road and try to point souls blessed abode than to be a king or a millionaire and live in a mansion in bright array. I'd rather do a neighborly deed for a traveler here or a friend in need. I'd rather live by the side of the road and help some pilgrim along life's way and help some pilgrim along life's way. As I said, we're going to do pretty much all requests, at least for the beginning here. Mostly requests, not everyone. That was requested. Most of the requests came from the live vlog this morning, and I didn't catch everybody's name that requested them. I apologize for that, but that's where you can find who requested it if you want to know. And Beverly's going to do one that we don't have requested, but we're kind of breaking them up here a little bit. So what have you got in mind?
I'm going to do the old country song, Hey, Pass Me By.
And this is Beverly Spencer from Rolla, Doolittle, Newburgh area.
Wherever, right?
she's kind of spread all over.
Would you look at what came down the road today? Wanting me to be one more mistake to make. to burn to get to someone new. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. You sure look like the traveling kind to me. Don't stop if this ain't where you want to be. Well, I don't know who you think you've run into. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. I don't want to be your stepping stone among the other hearts that you walked on. Lord, help me if I fall in love to stay. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. You sure look like the traveling kind to me. Don't stop if this ain't where you want to be. Well, I don't know who you think you've run into. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through.
Very nice job there, Beverly. And Tommy Thomas, I'm not sure which way that goes, says, my favorite song. I love it.
All right.
Well, there you go. So we made somebody happy anyway. And I think we've got Mr. Bill Pilliard up with a request next. And he's playing the guitar that you've been seeing me work on in the daily vlogs. And is it okay so far, Bill?
Yeah, I was going to put the test here and do, what was the request they wanted?
Well, you got three of them there that you said you know. Angelina Baker,
Yeah.
Wait a Minute, and Black Mountain Rag. Which one you want to do first?
We're going to do Angelina.
We'll get this up fairly close here.
Donald, are you ready?
What you gonna do? Angelina Baker.
In D.
We're gonna hold on.
Nicely done there, Mr. Bill. We had a number of comments there. I want to tell you about a few of those. Let's see. Dottie Hildebrand says, that sounds like some good sounding chirping. And you guys don't know what that means because I got a nice insult this week. And the guy
Everybody
says,
needs an insult.
yeah, well, it was a very nice insult. And he says, oh, I'm glad you didn't sing that song. He says, you sound like a squirrel chirping. And I said, well, you sound like a really nice fella. I really.
Squirrels don't chirp, do they?
Yeah, no, they don't chirp. At least not around here. They might chirp some other part of the country, but around here they bark. But anyway, so everybody's talking about the chirping. So thank you all very much. They're all being kind about it. Good. We made a big joke out of it all week. Anyway. Then also there was a compliment on your guitar there, Mr. Bill. Someone said it sounds like a Martin to me, and it is basically a Martin sort of kind of, but it was built here in this shop, but it was out of Martin parts. And let's see. Ronald Todd says, Bill, don't hang that guitar up in the stairwell anymore.
Okay, I'm trying not.
We told him not to try to train it to walk down the stairs. It's just not something they can learn very well.
I'm going to give that hanging deal up.
And before I forget my manners here, that was Bill Pilliard from Rolla, Missouri, and Mr. Gary Haven from St. James is about ready to do a tune, and we're going to try to move this microphone back there. Which request are you going to do there?
We're going to do the Long Black Veil since
Okay.
That's a little slower than what
Is
we've
that
been doing.
in your way, or can you get in front
I
of
can.
that?
I can get in front of it. There you go.
Get it real, where you
We're
can.
ready.
All right.
We're in the key of G.
I don't know if you can hear me now, but the request was for the Long Black Veil. Again, there's all these requests came from the live blog this morning.
10 years ago, on a cold, dark night, there was someone killed beneath the town's hall light. There was few at the scene, but they all agreed that the slayer who ran looked a lot like me. Judge said, son, what is your alibi? You were somewhere else, then you won't have to die. I spoke not a word, though it meant my life, 'cause I had been in the arms of my best friend's wife. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night wind wails. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Scaffold was high and eternity near. In a long black veil, she said not a tear. And sometimes at night, when the cold wind blows, in a long black veil, she cries o'er my bones. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night wind wails. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody nobody knows but me.
Very good. Once again, that was Gary Haven from St. James.
Wait.
Sorry.
And back here on the upright bass, we've got Don Davis from St. James as well. And Don will do a little picking for you a little later, I'm sure. Guys, I'm going to knock out 2 requests here. And these are both songs I learned today. And the first one, I've got the chords written down for the band because they never even heard this song before. Or at least I don't think they have. This is a Bobby Osborne tune, I believe, and it's an instrumental, and somebody asked me to play Cherokee Lady. Well, I'd never even heard of the song until I looked it up today. So here we go. It's in D minor for if you're keeping track. And before we get to it, though, I do want to acknowledge a couple comments. I'm sorry?
She got it.
Oh, okay.
The mic was blocking.
Okay. I'm going to acknowledge a couple of comments and things here real quick. First of all, Richard Herbranson and Dottie Hildebrand both gave us super chats, so thank you very, very kindly. I appreciate that very much. Somebody said give the band some thumbs up, so if you would do that, that helps it get seen, and the algorithm of YouTube puts it out in front of more people, so put some thumbs up if you would do that. And somebody asked Beverly, do you know the Tennessee flat top box?
A little bit, probably not enough to do it. Maybe by next month we can do it.
You try to do it next month
Yeah.
if you can think to
Yeah,
remember that.
We'll work that out.
And Walt Wilder just gave us a super chat, and I saw another comment that I wanted to acknowledge, and I don't see it right now. I'm a terrible reader. Oh, Jesse Bird says he heard that Cash is going to be here tonight, and Cash may show up. I would almost guarantee he will show up, but he had a baseball commitment this evening, and so he's going to show up at the last minute and play something for you. I don't know. Right now I'm going to knock out this first instrumental that, like I said, we learned this today. It's in the key of D minor. It's called Cherokee Lady, and don't even start thinking it's going to sound like Bobby Osborne here. It's just kind of a reasonable facsimile thereof. We're off. We got a cross beat going. I said, reasonable facsimile thereof. That's about as good as it gets. You did a good job on that, Bill.
I lost you right in the middle there.
Well, we were having trouble on that G part there, but we got through it. I'm going to do another request here and knock this one down, and this is Sweet Melinda. This song was written by a friend of my friend. I never met the man who wrote it. His name was Jim Yount, and apparently he was big into motorcycles, and unfortunately he had a fatal motorcycle accident. And he wrote this song. It's a beautiful song, and my good buddy Larry Thomas recorded it on one of my albums, my very first album, in fact. And anyway, he was the only person I've ever heard sing it was Larry Thomas. So I learned it today because someone requested us to do it, and this is our grand debut of Sweet Melinda. In the key of G. It's got an A minor to a D in it, if you're wondering what the changes are here. My sweet Melinda of the mountain, I recall the day I met her on the mountain in the fall. Come springtime, we were married in a church house. Our love grew the summer long. Little did I know my sweet Melinda, in one short year she would be gone. Of course. My sweet Melinda of the mountain, I recall the day I met her on the mountain in the fall. Who's got it? I lost where I was at. Now I live by her graveside in the valley, listening to the lonesome crickets call. Can't help but cry and remember the day I lost my Melinda in the fall. My sweet Melinda of the mountain, I recall the day I lost her on the mountain. Now I'll cry forevermore, and now I'll cry Oh, well, not too terrible for the very first time we ever tried it. I lost my place. I thought I didn't remember singing that, and then I'd go, I guess I had to. So I just got confused. Sorry. I'm sure it's early Alzheimer's or something like that. Or maybe it's late Alzheimer's at this point.
Yeah, you're pretty lucky if it's just now kicking in.
I'm glad I caught him before he got a full stage on my guitar.
Yeah.
He might have forgot where he put it.
Michael Johnson gave us a super chat. Thank you very much, Michael. Let's see here. I'm just seeing if I missed any Microphone is overmodulating bad. Yeah, I had to turn it up. I'm sorry. If it's feeding back every single time, I need to know that. But if it's just once in a while, that's a different thing. I don't know. I can turn it down one notch, I guess. But I'm afraid if I turn it down very much, it'll get light like it was on the last show. The last one was pretty light. Yeah, it's sometimers is what the other person says there. How does Bill like the guitar since it's fixed?
I'm really proud of Jerry. These frets really feel good. I was just hoping for a chance to talk to him about it. I know Morton walked in the door here late and he put it in my arms and said, start playing it. Yeah. And then we went on live, and so I haven't had a chance to say anything, but so far I'm liking what I'm feeling, and the setup is good. I can tell just by looking on the 12th fret where I like it at.
Yeah,
and he's got it about right where I want it.
It's right on the money where it should be, I think.
Yeah, and so far I'll give you a full deal, but right now I'm real happy with it. And he done a good job of patching it up too.
I leveled the fretboard before I put the new frets in it, and it
really needed it a little bit.
Yeah,
too.
it wasn't bad, but it had a real good hump there, and where all of them have a hump right there, but it was a little exceptional.
A little high right there. Yeah.
So anyway, I fixed that. Beverly, we have your request now. Do you want to do that?
Well, we can attempt it.
Great Speckled Bird was requested, and this is a tune that I think we've jammed to it once or twice in our lives, but we don't really
play it.
We don't play it as a regular steady diet or anything. So here's our best effort.
The facsimile of it, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
About changing the sound, I can't do anything about the sound. This is not that kind of setup. We don't have ways to modify the any of the stuff you're asking for. There's just no options for that. So you get what you get, and you don't throw fit. That's all I can tell you. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. What have you got there, Mr. Bill?
Let's see. What was the other request? Wait a minute.
Yeah, wait a minute. And have you didn't do Black Mountain Rag, did you? Or
no.
Yeah. Okay, so we got those.
We'll switch when we get ready for that.
Okay.
Don.
Okay. So you want to do wait a minute then?
Yeah, let's see if we can do that.
All right. This is a really tricky little tune right here. I'm trying to get the mic close to it.
Yeah.
It's called Wait a Minute. The people I heard do this was with Seldom Seen.
Yeah, I think that's where I got it at too.
Okay.
Wait a minute, Did I hear you say you're going far away again? Try to change it, I can't take the lonely nights without your love. Due on the road, get the music done and move along. What good does it do to play these songs for you and hear you say once again, oh, wait a minute, did I hear you say you're going far away again? Try to change it, I can't take the lonely nights without your love. Rolling along, get the music done and move along. She comes to you late at night, I hear her say once again, whoa, wait a minute, did I hear you say you're going far away again? Try to change it, I can't take the lonely nights without your love. Without a rest, 25 to go, but then again I hear you say once again, whoa, wait a minute, did I hear you say you're going far away again? Try to change it, I can't take the lonely nights without your love. Wait a minute, did I hear you say you're going far away again? Try to change it, I can't take the lonely nights without your love.
Nice job there, Mr. Bill.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
job. Somebody says that guitar
About run out
sounds
here.
great.
Good.
Let's see. There's quite a few nice compliments there, so thank you all very kindly. We appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
Mr. Gary Haven.
You want to do that 8th grade grandfather's clock thing? That's the last time I think I sang it before.
Here,
Recently.
I think some of these guys
I
have
need
played
that.
this tune together, but I haven't played this tune much with Gary. I've heard him do it once or twice, so we're going to give it a shot.
It's got lots of words.
It's got a lot of
I
words.
thought you knew them all.
No, just the first verse.
Now you say this.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to scoot this up a little bit. So
We're gonna be in G, and let's hope that there's not
move
a
your
train
feet.
wreck.
Okay.
My grandfather's clock was too large for the shelf, so it stood 90 years on the floor. It was taller by half than the old man himself, though it weighed not a pennyweight more. It was bought on the morn of the day that he was born, and was always his treasure and pride. But it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. 90 years without slumbering, tick-tock, tick-tock, his life's seconds numbering. Tick-tock, tick-tock, it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. Watching his pendulum swing to and fro, many hours he had spent as a boy. As he grew into manhood, the clock seemed to know, for it shaped every sorrow and joy. And it struck 24 as he entered the door, with his beautiful and blushing bride. But it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. 90 years without slumbering, tick-tock, tick-tock, his life's seconds numbering. Tick-tock, tick-tock, it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. My grandfather said that of those he could hire, not a servant so faithful he'd found. For it wasted no time and had one but desire, at the close of each week to be wound. Yes, it kept in its place with no frown upon its face, and its hands never hung by its side. But it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. 90 years without slumbering, tick-tock, tick-tock, his life's seconds numbering. Tick-tock, tick-tock, it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. Then it rang an alarm in the dead of the night, an alarm that for years had been dumb. And we knew that his spirit was pluming for flight, that his hour for departure had come. Yes, the clock kept time with a soft and muffled chime, as we stood there and watched by his side. But it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died.
Very nice job there. Grandfather's clock by request also. And let's see. Wanted to acknowledge a comment or two that some of these go way back. I just happen to remember them. Mark Nasdam's on here, and you guys know Yolanda. Mm-hmm. Well, you know why Yolanda's not here tonight? I bet the rest of you would like to know why Yolanda's not here. You got any guess? Make a wild guess.
She's online.
Online, okay.
Fog.
Fog?
Yes.
Okay. Just come up with some kind of guess. Any kind of guess.
She's on a cruise.
On a cruise. Well, you're all real close. She's playing roller derby.
I wouldn't want her to miss that.
She's playing roller derby.
I didn't know they still did that.
Yeah, can you believe that? And so eventually you guys are going to get to see that on this channel because I'm going to go there and film some of that. There's no doubt I've got to get that on film. I think that's funny. There was another comment or two that everybody was talking about. It was a nice tune and they liked it and that kind of thing. So thank you very much for that. Mike Bennett gave us a super chat. And Fred Martin gave us a super chat. If you guys don't know what super chats are, it's just basically like throwing $1 or $2 or a few dollars. These are all been very generous in the guitar case when you're at like a restaurant or something. So we appreciate that very much. We do split it all amongst the band, and they get paid. It's all evenly split, the best we can anyway. I'm going to do 2 more real quick to knock out 2 more.
How do they throw in the
Let's knock out Vine Cover Church. This is a song that I wrote about a little church that was down just south of Farmington, Missouri, right off the highway. It was a little church just covered in vines. I was trying to write a song about a one-room schoolhouse, but this church kept coming into my brain every time I would try to write the song about the one-room schoolhouse, and I finally, after 6 months of trying to write that song, I gave in to God's wish and wrote the song about the vine-covered church, and I wrote it in 15 minutes.
Question, is that right on 67 Highway South?
Yeah,
Farmington?
it was on 67.
I've seen that church.
Yeah, you've seen it. Yeah,
Yep.
and this is the true part of the story, guys. And this is the one that sent the chills down my spine. And the true part of the story is the very, very first time we did the song, we did it in the Farmington auction barn, which I thought was kind of unique that we were so close to where we saw the church. And a man came up to me as soon as we were finished, and he says, "Son, I love your song about that vine-covered church." He says, "But you know, you have to change the words to your song." And I said, "Well, why would I have to change the words? I don't get that." He goes, "Because you don't know." And I said, "Well, no, I don't know." He says, "Well, they just tore that church down yesterday."
Oh.
So it was like my song was to keep it alive, you know. It was exactly like that to me. It just sent chills down my neck. I'm not kidding you. It was just amazing how it all evolved because it took 6 months to write it, and the very first time we played it, I couldn't believe it. It was just amazing.
He's an A.
So here we go. It's in A. You won't find it on a well-traveled highway. It's not even on a dusty gravel road. And you have to want to be there when you find it, 'cause it's not on any maps I know. Out across the field through the pasture, you climb along a steep and rocky trail. When you cross that little creek in the valley, you see that vine-covered church on the hill. That vine-covered church above the valley, where the congregation gathered to pray, built with their hands from the forest, now stands as a marker for the grave. The siding and shingles are tattered, and the steeple leans slightly to the right. And though all the windows are shattered, you can still hear them singing at night. The brothers and sisters who worship gather in that holy place still, though they lie at rest in the valley, beneath that vine-covered church on the hill. That church above the valley, where the congregation gathered to pray, built with their hands from the forest, now stands as a marker for their grave. It still stands as a marker for the grave. Thank you very kindly there, folks, for that request. That was requested again this morning. Another tune that I wrote, as I mentioned. And we're going to do another tune that I wrote right now. This one is called Phantom 614, and I'll remind the band how this goes because we don't ever play this either. It's A minor, drops down to G, goes down to F, and then up to E. And it just does that all the way through the whole song. So it's just A minor, G, F, E. Okay? So now you know how to play it too at home. Now the story behind this song is I wrote this about the very last horse that I ever messed with and trained. I trained a lot of show horses in my life growing up, and this one was a black stallion. He was a young black stallion, and nobody could ride him but me. And when I wanted to name him, I wanted to call him Phantom 309. And my dad wouldn't allow me to name him Phantom 309 because of that Red Sovine song, Phantom 309. And he just wouldn't let me do that. He says, but you can name it Phantom 614 if you want. And I thought, well, why would I want to do that? But 614 was our address. And so he let me name it Phantom 614. And let me tell you something. It's pretty hard to write a song and make it rhyme with the name Phantom 614. So here you go. This is my best effort. You've heard a song about a horse or two, and here's one more, and I swear it's true. The finest horse you've ever seen, and his name was Phantom 614. A proud young stallion with head held high, his coat like satin under candlelight, his mane and tail, oh how they sheen, and his name was Phantom 614. Though just a young man at the time, I knew that one day he'd be mine, and I would ride there just like a king upon the back of 614. The trainer said, son, he can't be rode. Now stay away, boy, or you'll be thrown. He said, that horse, he's just plain mean. His name was Phantom 614. That horse and I, our souls were one. Without any fear I climbed upon the back of the horse they said was me, and his name was Phantom 614. A one-man horse to me proved true. The people would stare as we'd ride through a sight which few have ever seen. His name was Phantom 614. Can you play it? His name was Phantom 614. Woo! And the rest of the story is that he was a model horse, and he won the World Championship model horse for his looks in conformation. Wow. So he was a beautiful stallion, and nobody could ride him but me. I mean, he would just throw a living fit if anybody else got on his back. It was amazing. It was just like the horse Fury. If you remember the Fury show from back in the 50s and 60s, no. Joey was the only one that could ride Fury, and I was the only one that could ride Phantom. It was amazing. Anyway, that was the last horse I ever messed with because I came home from school and the stall was empty. That's the way it worked out. Let's see here. Who's up next?
I think Don and Bill are.
You know what? It's 7:52. We've been playing for about 50 minutes. Why don't we just go ahead and call that good enough for this set? Okay. And we just got a visitor in the shop here, and it's a good thing because I was low on money, but Cash just walked through the door. What's that?
I had baseball practice.
He had baseball practice. Well, Gary and Don, if you'll stay here, and we'll excuse the other two, and we'll just back him up on something. We don't know. This has not been planned. We have no idea what he's going to play or sing, and so we'll just do something. Get your guitar, boy. Get it tuned up here, and let's get on the road. While he's getting ready, let's see. We had a super chat from Charles Salkowitz and from Fred Martin. We may have said that one already. I'm not sure. Got a lot of comments tonight, mostly very favorable. I thought the banjo player's name was Leon. Yes, that was right. The banjo player's name is Leon. He's just not here tonight. He's down in Arizona. I can't think. I knew it started with an A. And anyway, he is listening tonight, and he did make a request also. And we'll get to that request in just a minute. Are you going to get over here, young man, or am I going to have to come after you?
I'm right here. Woo.
Oh, he'll need that music stand.
You're going to need a music stand. You just take a lot of putting together. You know that?
Well,
We just have to put you together whenever you come. Now he's got a custom-built guitar by Mr. Jesse Burge from Mississippi, and Jesse Burge is on here tonight. I saw his comment already. So that was very nice of Jesse to send you that
have you
guitar.
already played this one?
Pardon me?
Have you already played this one?
Which one is that?
Grandpa's Old Fiddle?
Yeah, we did Grandpa's old. No, I mean I have to do that yet. So I was going to do that. Can you do something else besides Grandpa's Old Fiddle? House of Gold's good.
I think I'll do it in A.
Cash is 10 years old. If you don't know, don't get nervous or nothing. We got 285 people watching you right now. You just can't see them. What key are we going to do it in? A?
Yeah, A.
House of Gold.
People steal, they cheat and lie for wealth and what it will buy. But don't they know on the judgment day, gold and silver will melt away. I'd rather be in a deep dark grave and know that my poor soul was saved than to live in this world in a house of gold and deny my God and lose my soul. Good is gold and silver too. If your heart's not good and true, oh sinner, hear me when I say, fall down upon your knees and pray. I'd rather be in a deep dark grave and know that my poor soul was saved than to live in this world in a house of gold and deny my God and doom my soul and deny my God and doom my soul.
I'm going to let you do about 2 more, and then we're going to take a break too.
Could I play Wildwood Flower or no?
If you can play it, you can play it.
Give me a second.
He says, "Can I play Wildwood Flower?" All right, you want me to play it? I bet you know somebody named Erin Mendenhall, don't you?
Hey, it's Mom.
That's your mom? Well, she just gave you a super chat. How you like that?
Whoopee.
We get to share it with him?
Well, I think we will. Let's see here.
Do we want to do Jimmy Brown or can I? Or
Whichever one you want to do.
I don't know if I should do Folsom Prison Blues because maybe the people on here have already heard it.
Well, I think you can do that if you want to. If that's one of your top hits, do that one.
I'll do Jimmy Brown because I don't think anybody's heard that one much.
All right, it's up to you.
I'll do this one in A too.
In A?
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not doing it in A. You're doing it in D.
Yeah, D.
All right.
I sell the morning paper, sir. My name is Jimmy Brown. Everybody knows that I am the newsboy of the town. You can hear me yelling morning star running along the street. I have no hat upon my head, no shoes upon my feet. I missed it. I'm awful cold and hungry, sir. My clothes are worn and thin. I wander about from place to place, my daily bread to win. Never mind, sir, how I look, don't look at me and frown. I sell the morning paper, sir. My name is Jimmy Brown. My father died a drunkard, sir, I've heard my mother say. I'm helping mother out, sir, as I journey on my way. My mother always tells me, sir, I've nothing in this world to lose. I'll get a place in heaven, sir, to sell the gospel news. I sell the morning paper, sir. My name is Jimmy Brown. I sell the morning paper, sir. My name is Jimmy Brown. missed that. I missed the
Well, there
the
you go.
pick.
Sometimes you hit them and sometimes you don't.
I haven't
nobody
done
knows
that
that
one.
better than me.
I haven't done that in a while though. So
Well, it's all right.
that was the first pick
All
of
right,
song I learned.
I'll give you one more. Since you came all this way, you might as well get one more.
One more.
And then we're going to take a break.
We might
What one do you want me to do?
Well, I don't care. Do your Johnny Cash song. I think they'll like that a lot. I mean, your name's Cash after all. Gee whiz.
stand up to do this one.
Yeah, I have to stand up.
Which key you going to do it in?
I am gonna do it A, and then I do it in the.
You're going to be an E on the second fret,
Mm-hmm.
so that's would be F sharp, I guess.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
So it's F sharp, I guess, is where we're playing this.
I hear that train coming, it's rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck close to prison, and time keeps dragging on. That train keeps rolling on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And when I hear that whistle blow, I hang my head and cry. Well, I bet there's rich folk eating in a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep a moving, and that's what tortures me.
In F sharp.
Well, if they free me from this prison and that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I'd like to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Yeah, I know. I'm nervous. I know.
Well, we lost our time there at the end, but
I
but
really,
you did
really
pretty
got
good.
nervous.
Huh? You got nervous?
I'm nervous.
Yeah, you were speeding up a little bit, but you did all right. I mean, we haven't been working on that for a while, so you did just fine. And thank you for coming, and thank you for playing. And everybody was talking about how good you are and how awesome
Well,
you
thanks
are.
for having me over,
And
Mr. Jerry.
tell Jesse Burge thank you for that guitar, because he said
Thank you, Mr. Burge.
Jesse says he's so proud of you. So very good. And anyway, guys, we're going to take a little break. I don't actually have a halftime program tonight for this break, so I'm just going to turn on my little I'll be right back message, and you can listen to Renee Caudill, who is Emery's mother. And if you have been watching my son's channel, the Homestead Horsemanship, Emery is JR's wife, my son's wife. And this is Emery's mother singing this song called Opal, Ruby, and Pearl.
Opal's got a little shop, coffee, tea, and soda pop, written on the faded window sign. Ruby and Pearl are her best friends. There you'll find the three of them, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9:30. You can set a watch by their routine. Classic small town Norman Rockwell scene. They talk about the wheres and whens, a little gossip now and then about who's doing what, maybe why. You mean to tell me you don't know about what's her name and so? Can you believe that old coot's still alive? Their own little corner of the world. Opal, Ruby, and Opal lives the golden rule. Ruby's back in nursing school. Pearl can truly stitch a work of art. One of them has good advice. One breaks the rules and don't think twice. One needs to mend a wounded heart. Each a precious gem in this old world. Opal, Ruby, and Pearl. Heaven's got a little shop, coffee, tea, and soda pop, somewhere in that city built four square. When it comes my time to fly over to the other side, I'm gonna ask the Lord to take me there. I believe I'll meet up with those girls, precious gems in that new world. Opal, Ruby, and Pearl. Opal's got a little shop, coffee, tea, and soda pop, written on the faded window sign. Ruby and Pearl are her best friends. There you'll find the three of them, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9:30. You can set a watch by their routine. Classic small town Norman Rockwell scene. They talk about the wheres and whens, a little gossip now and then about who's doing what, maybe why. You mean to tell me you don't know about what's her name and so? Can you believe that old coot's still alive? Their own little corner of the world. Opal, Ruby, what's her name, and so. Can you believe that old coot's still alive? Their own little corner of the world. Opal, ruby, and
Well, we're back, just when you thought it was safe. We're going to do a few more requests in this set. Whoops. And you can see we've kind of switched musicians around here during that little interim. And we had a lot of nice comments on Cash, and so Cash, you did a great job. Thank you for coming tonight. I wanted to acknowledge a comment here that said, Sear says, Phantom 614 is the top song in bluegrass music. I thought that was nice. And we did get a super chat from Sassy Sue, it looks like. A lot of comments. Way too many to try for me to read as slow as I read, so we're just going to move on here. Was that Tiny Tim with a Rosa mandolin? Well, if I sound like Tiny Tim, then I guess so. What are we going to do right now?
They're chirping like a squirrel.
Chirping like Tiny Tim.
We're gonna do Black Mountain Rag, which was a request, and who's kicking this off? And I guess it's Bill over there, and we're gonna do this in the G of keys, I believe. So we're gonna move these this mic over here closer to these two guitars. I'm going to break rank here and take this back and do a couple more quick requests because I got a lot of them to get through here.
Good.
I'm going to do Grandpa's Old Fiddle, and Grandpa's Old Fiddle is a tune that I wrote about my grandfather. In August of '98, he passed away, and 1 month to the day after he passed away, my grandmother called me to her house and gave me his old fiddle. Then exactly 1 more month to the day, I woke up in the middle of the night and wrote this song. And I say that happened because I didn't remember it at all. The next morning when I woke up, I thought, did I write a song last night or did I dream I wrote a song last night? And the truth is I did not know. And I got up and I walked through the house and I didn't see no song laying anywhere. And then I walked back through the house and sure enough on the dining room table, which we never use, there was the song all written out in all the words. And I've never changed a word of it. It goes like this. It's in the D of keys in case you're keeping track out there. An old battered cage, weathered and worn, with the hinges all rusted and the fabric all torn, but still cradled inside was one old precious thing. It was Grandpa's old fiddle, oh how sweetly it rang. Grandpa's old fiddle played sweet melodies, and he played it from his heart for my grandma and me. Wrinkled old hands, he held it with love, and I can still hear it playing up in heaven above. He was the most honest man that I ever have seen, and his time on this old earth was most precious to me. And he lived on the current river at the mouth of Blue Springs, and at night the hills echoed as his old fiddle would ring. Grandpa's old fiddle played sweet melodies, and he played it from his heart for my grandma and me. Wrinkled old hands, he held it with love, and I can still hear it playing up in heaven above. Turn it around, Bill. I was just a boy at the time, but I remember one day when Grandpa and the old fiddle some old tunes he did play. Now Grandpa, he has left us for heaven above, but he left me that old fiddle and now I play it with love. Grandpa's old fiddle played sweet melody, and he played it from his heart for my grandma and me. Wrinkled old hands, he held it with love, and I can still hear it playing up in heaven above. Yes, that old fiddle's still ringing up in heaven above. And thank you for that request as well. And now I'm going to do Leon's request. He likes Dirt Farmer in the D of keys. And I'll remind you that this one has the B minor in it. So we're in D. This is a song I wrote back in the 1980s. At that time, all the farms around the country were being foreclosed on. Now that was the family farms, the small farms, and they were taken over by big conglomerates, if you will. and the little small farmer was just driven out of business. And every night on the news, they would tell you how many farms were foreclosed on that night. It was just like the Vietnam War when they told you every night the body count, and it was just exactly like that to me. So it was so sad. And then there was a picture on my boss's wall that had an old farm that was totally run down, and it had a erosion ditch down through it. And I said, boy, it looks like that farm is dying, you know. And with all that going on at the same time, I wrote this song called Dirt Farmer. I'm an old dirt farmer, I scrape a living from the soil, and like my father before me, I labor and toil. But my father said, son, you should move away. He said, farm life is dying, please don't stay. So I moved to the city, and I tried to fit in. But I thought of my father and how the crops would get in. And I could hear him say, son, you should move away. He said, farm life is dying, son, please don't stay. Bill? I returned for a visit, but I was too late. Father lay dying, I knew it was fate. But he turned and said, son, you should move away. But I just couldn't leave him, and he knew I would stay. Now I'm an old dirt farmer, scrape a living from the soul. Like my father before me, I labor and toil. Dirt Farmer. And we've got another super chat there, looks like from Fred Martin. Thank you very kindly. We really do appreciate it. And Leon, thank you for requesting that song. I appreciate that also. Okay, well, that'll take care of my two for this round. Who's up next? Beverly, you got something you want to do?
We can attempt this. I thought maybe we could try the Hobo's Meditation.
Oh, yeah. This is Beverly's greatest hit, and it's on her volume 1 of greatest hits.
The dust is on it. You want to kick it off?
What would become of the hobo?
they tell us that we cannot ride? Will the hobo chum with the rich man? Will we always have money to spare? Or will they have respect for the hobo in that land that lies hidden up there? Will there be any freighter trains in heaven? Will there be any boxcars to hide? Will there be any tough cops or brakemen? Will they tell us that we cannot ride? Will the hobo jump with the rich man? Will we always have money to spare? Or will they have respect for the hobo in that land that lies hidden up there?
Very nice job. That was very, very nice. Very pretty. All you need is a good harmony singer to sing with you. I just can hit a note here and there. That's about all I can do on any of that harmony stuff. Gary.
Oh, you're gonna make me follow that. Okay.
Yeah, well, of course I'm not. You think I'm going to follow that? You got to be nuts.
I'm just for that. I'm gonna do a song you've never heard me do. Can I have the
That's okay.
ladies'
I
aid
sound the
there?
same whether I've heard
Crutch
it or
or
not.
whatever.
That's the problem with me.
That's what I do.
Don and Bill and
We're
I.
getting super chats there, and Dottie Hildebrandt's giving us her 5th super chat. Not necessarily tonight, but it's the 5th one according to YouTube anyway. And Kim Barklage is giving us a super chat. So thank you very much, Kim. We really do appreciate it very, very much. Everybody's given such nice compliments, and there's been a number of song requests, and somebody said Big Railroad Train or something like that. I don't know.
Blue Rail?
I do Blue Railroad
Blue
Train.
Rail.
Blue Railroad
That's a
Train.
good song.
That's a
We
great
can do
song.
that.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that on the next time around. I think we'll go through one more time, after I get to my last 2 here. All right.
Had some friends invite me up to Illinois for New Year's Eve, and we picked all day and into the night. And they did this song, and it reminded me of it. Don and Bill heard me do it,
What
but
key is it in?
it's in E.
E. Do we have a title?
It is Beautiful Isle of Somewhere.
Beautiful Isle of Somewhere, and I have no clue what that means.
Well,
But we'll figure it out.
Old hymn.
somewhere the sun is shining, somewhere the songbirds dwell. Hush then, I sat repining, God lives and all is well. Somewhere, beautiful isle of somewhere, land of the true, where we never knew. Beautiful isle of somewhere. Just kind of a short turn. day is longer. Somewhere the task is done. Somewhere the heart is stronger. Somewhere the burden won. Somewhere, somewhere, beautiful Isle of somewhere, land of the truth, where we live anew, beautiful Isle of somewhere. Bill, can you pick it? Somewhere the load is lifted, close by an open gate. Somewhere the clouds are rifted, somewhere the angels wait. Somewhere, somewhere, beautiful Isle of somewhere, land of the truth, where we live anew, beautiful Isle of
Beautiful. Very nice. Very, very nice.
Good job, Gary.
And Kim Bartlett gave us a super chat. And someone just remarked on that one, what a wonderful song. Love it. I tried picking with them, but my guitar is seriously jacked up. I need Jerry to fix it. Okay, well, let's see here. I'm going to do, I got two more on this round here to do and knock them down, I think. I'm going to, let's see here. I'm going to do the wedding band first. This is the song that I wrote about metal detecting here on the farm. I discovered two old farm places on the farm here that no one knew about. And around a spring, there was a spring out in the middle of the field, and there was nothing around to indicate there had ever been a house there. But I metal detected there, and I found a signal that was about 18 inches deep. And when I dug it up, I found a wedding band. It was a nickel-silver wedding band that had been gold-plated at one time, and very little gold plating was left on it. And anyway, then I found a lot of Civil War stuff back there, and then I found some little antique-ish type toys like handmade marbles and things like that. So anyway, with all those finds, I wrote this song, and it's called The Wedding Band. It's in C. Sarah married John in '64. In that same year he marched off to war, leaving Sarah in the valley all alone. But that would change soon after he had gone. She washed the baby's clothes in the nearby spring, and it was there she lost her precious wedding ring. Feeling more alone, she longed for his return. The nights were long as her heart would yearn. But then 160 years pass into view, when her precious wedding band was found anew, just as if her soul were there for all to see. Sarah, John, and their baby. it, Bill? Raged on as Sarah made her way. The baby grew more like John every day. She prayed that one day soon the war would end. She'd see John coming round the bend. Despite the odds, John made his way home. And though weak and sick, Sarah would hang on till the baby's daddy held him to his breast, allowing Sarah to find eternal rest. And then 160 years passed into view when a precious wedding band was found anew, just as if her soul were there for all to see. Sarah, John, and their baby. Play that first half, Bill. 160 years passed into view when a precious wedding band was found anew, just as if her soul were there for all to see. Sarah, John, and their baby. Sarah, John, and their baby. Well, there you go. And Dottie says that's one of the favorite songs by Jerry Rosa. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to do one more. Now, this is my Jerry Garcia song. Somebody asked for a Jerry Garcia song. And this is kind of a cop-out because everybody and their brother's done this song. So this is not a real Jerry Garcia song. And nor do I do it anywhere near like he did it. So anyway, it's called the 9-Pound Hammer.
You do that in A?
We're going to do it in G, I think.
Okay.
Ain't no point singing any higher than I have to.
All right.
Well, the 9-pound hammer, it's a little bit heavy, buddy for my side, buddy for my side. Roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? Somebody kick it. The 9-pound hammer, it rings like silver, shines like gold, it shines like gold. Roll on, buddy, pull a load of coal. How can I pull when the wheels won't roll? The 9-pound hammer, it killed John Henry, but it won't kill me, no, it won't kill me. Roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? number 9 Colt. Had a number 9 Colt. And roll on, buddy, pull the load of coal. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? Said, roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? I was throwing Beverly curves there because I kept changing the chorus back and forth. I learned to do that somewhere. I forget who did it. I think Tony Rice did it that way once or something. So I've done it that way ever since I heard it that way. I alternate the chorus.
Well, good job.
There you go. It just did that to keep you on your toes.
You did. I was like, what are you doing?
It's been a long time since we've done that one.
Why don't you let Bill do that railroad song since we had a
Blue
request
Railroad
for it?
Train, the
Well, we're
request.
going to just go all the way through. He's going to get his turn.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you do one? Because I know they want to hear you.
Oh, I don't, I'll go to B flat and I don't even know what I'm going to do. That's what.
We're just going to make it one more time around, and that's going to be it, I think, folks.
I'm going to do Making Plans. How's that?
Making plans.
I haven't done that one.
Sounds like a wonderful idea.
B flat. Are you over there in B flat?
And
Okay.
B flat?
B flat.
Show me how to make one of them.
You say tomorrow you're going. It's so hard for me to believe. I'm making plans for the heartache. 'Cause you're making plans to leave. The tears for me will be falling like a tree shedding its leaves. I'm making plans for the teardrop. 'Cause you're making plans to leave. You're making plans to forget me. I'm making plans to miss you. Oh, I'm getting ready to grieve. I'm making plans to be lonesome. 'Cause you're making plans to leave. You're making plans to forget me. I'm making plans to miss you. Oh, I'm getting ready to grieve. I'm making plans to be lonesome. 'Cause you're making plans to leave. I'm making plans to be lonesome. 'Cause you're making plans to leave.
Oh my gosh. You guys seriously have to pay entertainment tax now. I'll send you a bill. After that song there, you got to pay entertainment tax.
We can stay right there in F, I guess.
You want to? Okay.
I'll be guessing on these words
Okay,
now.
we're
so don't
doing
narrow
one
me
here that
down.
we, I don't know, have we done this before ever? Or?
Yeah, we done it, but it's been a long time, and I may not get all the words
We've
right.
done it
but
around the campfire, but I don't know about
Okay,
anywhere
well,
else.
Is that where I heard
what's it called, Bill?
Blue Railroad Train.
Blue Railroad Train, and do you have any idea what key we're going to be in?
Is
I'm
it
in
tricky?
F. Yeah.
F?
Yeah, it's kind of.
F. Whenever in doubt, and whenever you got a hard song you don't know, go to F.
What you did? Don know that?
Yeah, it's in F, Don. I guess I can move it down to E if I make it easier.
No, just go right ahead. I can screw up any song in any key. It don't matter about that.
Hit Don in that. What's the second chord?
It would be an E, I guess. No, see, yeah.
By the way, Dennis Moon said, yes,
Okay.
Beverly. That's what Dennis Moon says, yes, Beverly.
Oh.
and then he says, the only thing that would be better is if we were there in person.
Oh.
So that's very
Thank
nice.
you.
Very kind of you. Thank you very much.
Blue railroad train going down the railroad track, making me feel so doggone blue, waiting on the old smokestack. Drivers are moving on, leaving me here alone, taking me here, taking me there, been gone way too long. Blue railroad train, waiting on a manifest, hoping that the driver's kind enough to let me be his guest. Blue railroad train, been a good pal to me, takes me everywhere I go, I get my transportation free. Train, been a good pal to me, takes me everywhere I go, I get my transportation free. Blue railroad train, going down the railroad track, leaving me here, leaving me there, making me way on back. Train, going down the railroad track, taking me here, taking me there, taking me where I'm bound. Blue railroad train, blue railroad train, blue railroad train.
Beautiful. Not bad for just put together and let's try this.
Yeah.
Very nice job.
Well,
We're going to do 2 more songs. Gary's going to do one, then I'll close it out with the 2.
yeah, back to God's key in D. This is called Fair and Tender Ladies. Haven't done this one in a while. Come all ye fair and tender ladies, take warning how you court your man. They're like a star on a summer morning. They first appear and they're gone. They'll tell to you some loving story, and they'll make you think they love you well, and they'll fly away and court another, and leave you there in dreams to dwell. I wish I was on some dark mountain where the ivied rocks are black as ink. I'd send a note to my false true lover, whose mountain cheeks are ruby pink. Bill? Love is handsome and love is charming. Love is pretty while it's young. Love grows cold when love grows older and fades away like the morning dew, and fades away like the morning dew.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Let's go to C, guys. We're going to do one last tune for you, but before we do, I want to say that we want to thank you for all the super chats you've given us this evening, and if there's still time to give us some more if you're interested in doing such a thing. But don't do it unless you can afford it. We really don't want anybody to put themselves out or make a hardship on themselves by making a donation. But if you can afford it and you've enjoyed the program this evening, we certainly would appreciate it, and we will split it amongst everybody, including Cash will get a little share too. So we're equal opportunity employer, and then we also wish Yolanda the best in her roller derby this evening, and we're all wondering how many bruises would we have if we were out there doing that. How many broken ankles and things. There's been a number of comments tonight about this mandolin, and I just wanted to mention that this is a mandolin that I did build. It is called it's not a brag, but I'll explain it. It's called the world's finest mandolin ever built by a human. And it's not a brag. What that was a goal. And if you look at that video series, that was my goal all the way through, was I was trying to build the world's finest mandolin ever built by a human. And then you say, why do you say human? Well, because half of them or 3/4 of them these days are built by a machine. So this was all handmade totally from scratch. And no, I don't think it's the world's finest mandolin ever built by a human, but it's a good mandolin and I'm real happy with it. So that's all I can tell you. Guys, thank you for supporting us this evening. We really do appreciate it. You've given us such wonderful comments. I think at one point we had a high of 280 viewers at one moment. And then Cash sang, and we just lost a ton of them. I'm just kidding. That's not true. Cash is standing over there. I'm just poking at him. All right, let's try a Marty Robbins tune, In the Sea of Keys. Carmen, Carmen, Carmen. Tonight I am making my body a shaking. Tonight, Carmen. my bedroom tonight. Carmen's coming back home. Tonight as I stand here, I've noticed my hands here trembling as never before. My feelings I can't hide, resistance is all that my pride will rush outside the moment she walks through the door. The lips that have kissed her, that loved her and missed her, are lips that have cursed her at night. Through anguish and torment I've cursed as the nights went from darkness till dawn's golden light. I thought of just taking those two hands and breaking that body I'm making you touch. I find while I'm waiting there's no time for hating, while anticipating the woman I wanted so much. Oh, hook it on that old guitar there, Bill. Place pretty flowers to brighten the hours. I put brand new sheets on the bed. I'm nervous, I'm trembling, recalling, remembering the way that she tosses her head. I've given much thought to the fact that I ought to more control over my life. I find while I'm waiting there's no time for hating, anticipating the woman I love for my wife. Carmen, Carmen, Carmen. Been a little while since I did that, and I tangled up my words there at the end. But that's a lesson to you, Cash. I did that on purpose to teach you that you don't let anything slow you down. You just keep going.
Hey, I did that once.
You did do that tonight. You did good. You did real good. And we thank Minim Guitars. It's good to hear from you again. You've been a good friend on YouTube, and I appreciate your super chat there. It says, cheers. Great playing, plus I've learned a lot of guitar building tips from you. All the best. Well, thank you. Janet M.W. gave us a super chat. It says, thanks RSB for the uplifting evening. Well, you're sure welcome. And I think that's it, guys. I just wanted to say thank you to you all for being here. And we've really had a good time. And we will see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock for Shop Talk. Be there or be square.